Hello, parents and students. I'm Matt Brown, principal here at the Wayne County Schools Career Center. And let me be the first to welcome you to the 2021 school year. Uh, kind of different circumstances we're meeting under. Would much rather be meeting in person with you, but due to social distancing and the COVID-19 pandemic, we were forced to take our parent student orientation virtual this year. My presentation tonight is to give you some helpful hints on a successful start to the Career Center for your student this year. So let's begin. Tools for success. The students come every day with a positive attitude, ready to learn and acting professional in all they do. I guarantee that they will have an awesome experience here at the Wayne County Schools Career Center. By the end of your time here at the Career Center, we hope that you figure out what your E is going to be. So you will hear me and staff talk about what's your E throughout your time at the Career Center. What we mean by that is when you are ready to graduate, will you be going into the workforce through employment, enrolling into post-secondary education, or enlisting into the military service? It could also be a combination of any of those three as well for some of you. But by the time you're done with us here at the Career Center, we hope that you figure out what your E is. We'll help you along in figuring that out. A key to success in being here every day. We can't help you, give you the skills that you need, and send you down that road to success unless we see you every day here at school. So your goal every day should be here and be ready to go. We do know that there will be a time or two where you may have to miss school, and this is for you parents. We use a safe arrival line to ensure that our students arrive to school safely. And what we ask for you to do is anytime before 8:55 a.m. on the day of the student's absence, you give us a call at this number and report your student off. There will also be an opt-in email and app option as well that you'll get further information on later on down the road. But the call number really works well. So stick that in your phone if you see that and you want to play this video back to get it, feel free. When are we supposed to show up is probably a question on everybody's mind. It's really a first year for everybody as we learn new strategies, techniques, and protocols to get through the pandemic safely. As a result, first day for first year students will be Tuesday, 8/18. You will then be off on Wednesday, 8/19. So if you're a first year new to the Career Center, that would be you. For any students returning to the Career Center that already went through year one, that'll be mostly seniors, although we will have a few seniors that are year one students. First day for second year students will be Wednesday, 8/19. Do not show up on Tuesday, 8/18, second year students. We want to make sure to get a smooth transition, that we give each group a chance to be in the building on their own to learn the logistics and the protocols for getting through the day successfully. We will then all gather and start business as usual, all students, on Thursday, 8/20. School day starts this year at 8 o'clock. The school day will end at 2:25. We are in session 5 days per week in person on campus at the moment. We hope to remain that way. So that's the goal, to get you on campus, get you hands-on learning in your career tech labs, and also through your academics in an in-person situation. We will be serving breakfast and lunch, but there will be no deliveries accepted as we are having visitors to the building very limited this year. So if you want to pack, you can pack, but bring it with you morning of the start of your school day. We offer extra help for students. Students can attend extra help sessions for tutoring and remediation assistance at the Career Center in person. Before school, 7:30 to 8, Monday through Friday, and after school, 2:35 to 5 o'clock, Monday through Thursday. Also, during your STAR period, which is your study hall, if you have one on your schedule, we will take those by appointment only. As you can see at the bottom of the slide, by appointment and assignment only, so that we can ensure social distancing can be accommodated in the tutoring areas. Students, you will learn how to make appointments for extra help through your first week of school. Student dress, there are three options. The preferred option is your trade uniform, which you will order directly through the vendor off of our virtual orientation website link. We prefer that you're in your trade uniform all day, every day. However, there are some a little bit of wiggle room, so to speak. Some of you will have trade wear, and those were designs that were previously approved and designed by your specific career tech program. Your teacher's first week of school will have more information on that if you have an approved trade wear design. The third option would be WCSEC campus wear. That's the alternative dress. And that would be approved attire with the official WCSEC logo on it, kind of like what I'm wearing tonight on my golf shirt. This logo must appear on the attire and the tops that you would wear. And we do allow t-shirts, golf shirts such as what I have on, crew neck sweatshirts, no hoodies. And we don't allow hoodies for security purposes, especially since we're going to be having face coverings on, which I will talk about in a minute. And we also approve some of the North Face style pullovers and such that once we get colder weather coming, that some students need for comfort. There are examples of the types of attire that are appropriate on the vendor website link that is on our orientation page. Check those out. I do want to note one thing. You are not at all required to purchase trade wear or campus wear. That is totally optional for the families. As a matter of fact, just so you know, Expertise downtown, Worcester and in Orville, and I believe there's one in Wadsworth as well, will screen print or embroider our official logo on shirts that you already have, which is what I do. I do not purchase shirts through our vendor. I have shirts here that I took to Expertise, and for $5, they put those on my shirts. So if your student would like to wear an alternative dress other than their trade uniform, you do not have to spend a fortune on it if you have shirts at home that can be embroidered. So please check out the summer mailer that I sent along with our orientation mailing to you on the salmon colored paper that will explain our dress code in detail. Let's talk about student dress again with pants. So we are a pants only campus. Jeans or Docker style slacks are what we're looking for if you're not going to be in your trade uniform, that fit properly around the waist, no holes, have pockets located around the waist where a normal set of pants would have them. So cargos are out, no cargos, and not have chain straps or other accessories. There's going to be a lot of movement through the building and a lot of chances to get those things caught on certain objects or other people. We want to make sure that there's no accessories like that hanging from your pants. Shorts, skirts, dresses, etc. are not permitted unless it's for a religious reason, which they can contact me for exceptions on that for religious reasons. Spirit days, we will have some fun along the way too. So every Friday is typically throughout the school year going to be a homeschool 3E Spirit Day. What does that mean? We will allow Norwayne Bobcat tops, Triway Titan tops, Worcester General tops. Whatever your homeschool may be, you can wear your football jersey on Fridays. You can wear your Spirit top that has Worcester Generals, a shirt from a club at your homeschool. Anything related to your homeschool, you could wear that top, that t-shirt, that sweatshirt, as long as it's not a hoodie, on Spirit Days. Also, we will allow you to wear 3 E's through that as well. So any college, you might be a fan of the Ohio State Buckeyes. You can wear a Buckeyes t-shirt on a Spirit Day. If you're employed at one of our local businesses and you want to show your support for them and they've given you a t-shirt, you can wear a local a place of employment type of a t-shirt or a top. And if you're looking to support the military, or maybe some of you are already enlisted and enrolled, you can, or enlisted, you can wear those as well. So Spirit Days are very fun. As a matter of fact, until your uniforms come in, you are allowed to wear Spirit wear attire for your tops. So Follow those guidelines, and we'll talk more about this, students, the first week. But as you come to school that first day, you can be in spirit wear. Okay, so we will have a spirit day every day until your uniforms come in. So start looking through the closet and seeing what you can dig up as far as your homeschool or career center tops. Once you start gathering some of those would be acceptable on those days as well. No hoodies, and the pants requirements will be the same. No shorts, dresses, things of that nature, pants only. For more detailed information, refer to our student parent handbook link on our website and that summer mailer flyer that was that salmon colored flyer in the orientation mailing that I talked about earlier. Safety first around the Career Center. We need to make sure that if you're on campus, you're supposed to be there. So one of the things that we do is to make sure that you have identification badges. You will have identification badge pictures taken the first week of school, and those will be issued to you. And you are expected to display those at all times that you're on campus on a lanyard around your neck so that the badge displays in front of your chest so that we can easily identify you. Each student will be given 2 of those at the beginning of the year. We suggest your career tech teacher hangs on to the second one for you in case you forget, and that you bring those with you every day. Replacements must be purchased. They're $5 a piece, and if you need another lanyard, they're 50 cents. That pretty much covers our costs for printing and getting those to you. The other big thing with ID badges this year, that will be your lunch ticket. We will not be doing the biometric fingerprint this year due to COVID-19 restrictions. So you will have a barcode on the back of your ID badge that will serve as your lunch ticket. So it's very important, parents, that we have money on those students' accounts that aren't free lunch. So if you're reduced or full pay lunch, make sure that we've got money on those students' accounts so that they can swipe and get their lunch fast and get that taken care of so that they have an opportunity to eat throughout the school day. So now we get into some of the COVID-19 protocols, and I'm not going to cover all of those here. I'm just going to hit some of the basic ones that we need to talk about in our session together today and show you later on where you can go to get more specific information on our COVID-19 protocols. Please take your temperature before you leave the house. If you take a temperature and you're above 100, you need to stay home and make sure you call our safe arrival hotline that we talked about earlier. Just let us know you're going to stay home. You've got a temperature above 100 and you're staying home. Also, if you're showing multiple symptoms of COVID-19, stay home for the day. And I know I just got through saying it's the utmost important you attend. We need to make sure you attend and that you're healthy and are able to be there symptom-free, hopefully. Face coverings. We will be requiring face coverings, and a general rule would be it's a tightly woven fabric that covers the nose, mouth, and chin with a school-appropriate design. Students, since we have to be in face masks, and that includes staff, or face coverings, we want to have as much fun with this as we can while still being safe. So I'm going to show you a few examples of what we're talking about when we talk about a face covering. The one we feel is the safest is the fabric t-shirt type material. You will be getting 2 of these issued to you early on in the school year that fit around your mouth and go around your ears that will have the Career Center logo on those. So we will issue you 2 of these along with a water bottle, which you'll be able to fill and take with you throughout the day. And as well as a mesh backpack you'll be getting as part of your welcome package as well that will help you carry materials throughout the day, throughout the building. So we do have a welcome package for you the first week that we will get to you to help make your time getting around the building a little bit safer and better. So we feel that the fabric t-shirt type material is probably the best. There are a variety of masks that you can wear. If you don't have a mask at home or can't afford to get some, we will have these disposable masks available. Or if you forget yours, like I did the other day, I grabbed one of our disposable masks, so that could happen from time to time. But feel free to bring your own. There are all kinds of designs of masks and face coverings that will be allowed. You've got these kind of more fancy ones that have the vents on them and the filters. Those would be acceptable. You've got more of the neoprene variety mask. That would be acceptable. You've also got the net gaiters, which these will allow as well with a school appropriate design. And so notice this one has a skull on it. So if you want to get kind of cute with things, that's fine. The American flag. Some of you I'm sure will like camo, but make sure it's a school appropriate design that if you look and say, Mr. Brown's probably going to be okay with this when I walk out the door. One thing we want to avoid is anything with any political or controversial messages or symbols on them. Those will be confiscated and we'll have to issue you one of these for the day. So just be real smart about it. We want to have some fun with it since we've got to be in them and try to be safe. But nothing controversial, nothing political in nature. Make sure it's school appropriate. If you want to wear your favorite sports team or your favorite rock band or country artist or something of that nature, that's fine. Cute designs with flowers, whatever it might be, as long as it's school appropriate and you walk out that door and there's no question that Mr. Brown would be fine with that. It's probably going to be okay. If it's a tightly woven fabric that covers the nose, mouth, and chin and fits across. Want to make sure that we want to try to stop the spread of droplets as much as we can while we're being around one another. Frequent hand washing will be highly encouraged. We're going to have you wash hands before you go into, as you go into your career tech lab, throughout as needed, and before you leave your career tech lab, as well as throughout the day. Good times to do that would be at lunch, things of that nature. So if you can't get to a hand washing station, we will have available hand sanitizer for you and wipes and or spray disinfectants around as well. So those will be in plentiful supply. We've been stocking up on a lot of that stuff since before the summer. So we want to make sure everybody's using those things as frequently as they feel they need to be safe. And also social distancing practices of 6 feet whenever possible. We are presetting our academic classrooms 6 feet apart whenever possible, which is we're doing a pretty good job of getting those set and maintaining those distances. So just want everybody to be as safe as possible as we deliver a quality education to you. WCSCC will work to decrease the likelihood of infection through additional hygiene, cleaning, and safety procedures. However, please understand being in a public place has a certain level of risk that cannot be eliminated. We have created a return to school outline, which I have not done the COVID-19 protocols justice in this small video. I do encourage you to go to our website, and under the Parents tab and the High School tab, you will see the Restart Plan tab where this will be available, where we cover 21 areas that we are looking to improve upon and make sure are in place for the safety of our staff and our students. So please check out that return to school outline that will be available at the Restart tab underneath the Parent tab of the high school section. That will really explain our COVID-19 protocols really, really well. Cell phones. I know you all still want to use cell phones, and it's become a kind of a figment of society to this point. So students, you may use your cell phones before and after school this year and at lunch. Okay. So last year I did let you use those through transitions in the hallway. This year we really want you to concentrate on maintaining social distancing during classroom transitions and making sure that we're have our faces covered. So it's going to be a little bit harder to use your cell phones on the move and getting from place to place. So this year you will be allowed to use your cell phones before and after school and at lunch. All student cell phones must be turned off and out of sight during class unless otherwise told by an instructor. Your first week going through your schedule, you will be figuring out what your teacher's cell phone policies will be for their class. And I suggest you follow those because first offense confiscation of the phone will take it to the end of the following school day. So make sure you don't get those taken on a Friday because that means what? You will not get those back until Monday. Your second offense, confiscation of the device until a parent or guardian can come claim the phone in person at the Career Center. We don't go through your phones. We have a safe that we lock your phone in, so there's no chance of it being stolen. And parents will have to come pick those things up if it becomes a habit. So we have a pretty lenient cell phone policy, gang. So just let's make sure that we're using them when we're supposed to and we're not when we're not. And really, we shouldn't have any issues with that. Some final tips from me and some helpful tips, hopefully, for parents and students alike. All Career Center students follow our school calendar. You will notice that there are some different start times for schools this year. If your home school starts at a later date, which a popular date to start is August 24th, your students, if they are a Career Center student, report on that first day that I talked about earlier in the slides. They don't wait till the 24th like their buddy did for if they, they go to Rittman and they start, that's a bad example because I think they're starting early. If they go to Worcester, they start later than us at the Career Center. Career Center kids follow our school calendar, except for inclement weather. And I know it's about 90 degrees today here in Ohio, but we need to talk about when it snows here in a few months. So if you look at number 2 on the slide, when 5 home schools close, so you're listening to Fox 8 or WQKT in the morning, and you start counting and you see 5 of our home schools close, the Career Center will likely close that day as well. So just keep looking, and we usually do the count, and when 5 go down, that's half of our 10 public schools, we usually cancel as well. If your home district closes and the Career Center is open for the day, let's say that only 4 of our home schools close, that means we would be open for the day. But if you're one of the 4 districts that closed for the day, your students do not report to the Career Center. Your district closed because conditions are unsafe in those areas to have people on the road. So they're not going to run buses, and we don't want our student drivers out on those roads. So if your district closes and the Career Center is open, your students are not expected to report for the day. Another popular thing in inclement weather situations is delays, and most schools are just now doing 2-hour delays. If all 10 of our home schools delay, the Career Center will delay as well. And we may delay if a majority do a delay that day as well. So we start counting, and if we start seeing 5 or 6 go down, there's a chance that our superintendent will also call a delay for the day. So it's really important on questionable days of weather that you're tuning into WQKT radio or Fox 8 News. That's where we will announce our official closure status and delay status. If your home district delays, let's say I'm in, Chippewa, and we have a 2-hour delay that day, and the Career Center's operating as normal. If you're in a district that has a delay, you follow your home school district's choice for the students that day. So you would not report to the Career Center until 10 o'clock. You would delay as well. Even though we're running operationally, if your district delays and we don't, follow that school's delay schedule for inclement weather. Okay, so it gets a little bit confusing. If you have any questions on that at any time, you can just give me a call at the Career Center. I'd be happy to walk you through that again. So hopefully I did an okay job of explaining that in this format. Students, parents, your cooperation and understanding is the key to a positive experience as we adjust to the new protocols and safety procedures and delivering high-level academics and career tech programming in the safest possible environment. And we really can't wait to see you all next week on campus. We're excited to have you back, and we're really looking forward to the best experience we can with one another and getting you trained to figure out what your E is going to be at the end of your time at the Career Center. At any time, please give me a call at the Career Center if you have any specific questions, but I do encourage you to look at our Restart Plan tab, check out our orientation website. There's a lot of good information, and have fun connecting with your teacher virtually. And they also are really excited to have you back on campus next week. So we'll see everybody really soon. Thank you. Have a good evening.